All right, we're going to call this meeting to order. This is the Coral Springs City Commission regular meeting for Wednesday, February 5th, 2025, starting at 9:20. Georgia, can we start with the roll call?
Certainly. Mayor Brook? Vice Mayor Bowen?
I'm here. Good morning.
Good morning, thank you. Commissioner Sarah?
Present.
Commissioner Simmons?
Here.
Commissioner McHugh?
Here.
City Manager Givens? Here. Deputy City Attorney Dunkiel?
Here.
Thank you.
All right, can we all stand for a moment of silence for whatever is in your heart? All right, and so now I get to pick someone in the crowd to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Who will it be? It will. I'm going to ask my dear friend Grace Carrington if she can lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I know I saw you trying to sit down. On the microphone right there.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Grace. Mayor, we need to get Grace a T-shirt that she led the pledge.
I am totally in for that. Absolutely. Thank you, Grace.
All right, we up first under our recognitions, proclamation, and presentations. We have a presentation by the Coral Springs Community Chest.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Janice Sates. I'm the proud chair of the Community Chest, and this is the vice chair, Jillian Johnson, and we're very pleased to present today and provide you an update of everything we've done in the past year. We have a long-standing relationship with the City of Coral Springs, and we greatly appreciate the support and would like to provide an update to you. At the end of the year of 2024, these are the new trustees. I am the chair. Jillian Johnson is the vice chair. Melissa Donahoe is our secretary. Gladys Gomberg is our treasurer. For 2025, we have some trustees that we'd like to share with you who spearhead some various efforts under the Community Chest. Former Commissioner Claudette Bruck, Connie Geis, Nicole Roman, and Amir Watniski. We had a very successful 2024 and were able to continue to make an impact in Coral Springs. Last year, the Community Chest was able to fund 13 different nonprofit organizations serving Coral Springs and their residents through our nonprofit grant program and donated a total of $35,000 to these organizations, some of which were In Jacob's Shoes, Light of the World Clinic, Mental Health America of Southeast Florida, and Voice for Children of Broward County. We also have a Resident in Need program where individual Coral Springs residents and families can apply for assistance when they have fallen on hard times. We had a total of 18 resident applications in 2024, which is a substantial increase from past years. We were able to help 7 different families in the total of amount of $16,700. The assistance is helping them pay their rent, different bills like electric, water, potentially their car payment to get them back and forth to work, and the need continues to grow. In the month of January 2025 alone, we have already received 4 applications for assistance, and we helped 2 of those families already. We had fundraisers at Wings Plus on Sample Road, and we participated in the city's Oktoberfest. Additionally, through a friend of mine, we were able to partner with a wonderful education partner, April Weiss, to help with donating and help create a new library at Coral Springs Elementary, and the original value was $2,500, and continuing to partner. I reached out to April this week to see we would also like, as a group, to help Hunt Elementary, and I have volunteered, and my friend who is Mitchell Lane Publishing Company, the owners of Phil Comer, Danny Comer, and Rachel Comer, who has committed to the city, to April, to the community chest, that they will help any school in need, and my goal is to renew every library. And we're open for any questions, and we are very pleased to partner with the city.
Mayor Brook, do you have any questions?
I
comments?
do. Good morning, Janice. Thank you so much for your leadership. I know a lot of individuals reach out to us over time in need for one thing or another. Is there X amount set aside to assist with individuals in the city that are struggling with one thing or another?
Hi, Mayor Brook. It's Jillian Johnson. I'm going to answer that question. We do. So we get support and a substantial donation from the city of Coral Springs, as we are great partners. And that annual donation from the city gets allocated. Historically, 100% used to get allocated to nonprofit grant program. But in the last few years, because of the increase in residence need and with the city's support, we did make a shift. So in October, when we get those funds, depending on the nonprofit needs, we then set aside a portion of those funds for the not for the grant program, but for the residents in need. So I believe the donation from the city is approximately $52,500. And we, of that money in 2024, $35,000 went to nonprofits, but then the remaining amount gets set aside for residents in need. And we did that the previous year as well. So my math is not great, but say roughly $20,000 each year has been set aside. And we've been able to build up our resident fund through the help from the city and the support for us to do that instead of it all going to nonprofits, as well as doing some additional fundraisers that help us take care of our overhead costs, which is like less than 5% of all our money. So we run a very tight ship, and then everything else is allocated to residents in need, or when the city may call upon us to do something bigger. I think a few years ago, there was an apartment building that was being condemned, and you needed assistance with putting the residents in hotels for a period of time while they found new housing, and we stepped up and had donated that money and pulled that money out. So we've been able to build back up that fund for residents in need. So I can't speak right off the top of my head, and unfortunately our treasurer is not present this morning, but I can't tell you how much we have, but we have been managing the money better, and we do have about $15,000 to $20,000 every year that we're setting aside, as well as adding through fundraisers.
Great. I really appreciate that, Jillian, and thank you for your leadership as well. How is Community Chest promoting itself and promoting this opportunity for individuals in need? And then I'm complete.
So we've been building up our social media presence. We are a very small board. We're about 8 people. So we've actually been trying to recruit new members. So we have a social media presence in the last couple of years. We're trying to build it up. We have a website that we're looking to hopefully revamp this year. And we've partnered with people like Debbie Hamilton in the city with your city events. And we attended the first city event with Oktoberfest in 2024 for us to have a booth, and we did a fundraiser there. So we're hoping we can do more of that in 2025, where we can be at city events where people can learn about us. But we do social media promotions and stuff. Like, we try and reserve the money for helping people. So the funds are limited to go towards marketing, but we're trying to use, if you will, free outlets for that. And we've also, we're looking into updating our marketing materials, so brochures and business cards and stuff. So that's an effort and a goal for 2025.
I lied. I have one more question. If somebody wanted to make a donation to Community Chest, what's the easiest way to do so?
On our website, we have a link to donate, as well as our applications for residential assistance is on there as well. So you can go to coralspringscommunitychest.org and make a donation. I think on the homepage, there's a button to press, as well as, at the top toolbar, there's other places to go. And I think it's just through PayPal. We do accept a check, if you'd like, made out to Coral Springs Community Chest, and you can contact us through the website. We have an email address if you want to make a donation rather through instead of PayPal. You can make a donation, and you can contact us at cscommunitychest@gmail.com.
Great. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
All right, thank you, Mayor Brook. Commissioner Sarah, do you have any questions or comments?
Janice and Jillian, thank you. And it's always great to see you, Claudette. We appreciate all your work. I'm going to kind of piggyback on Mayor Brooks' comment. So we do get people that reach out to us, and we always want to make sure that we're getting them in the proper direction. We all go through city staff to make sure that we're getting to the right resource. You had mentioned that on your website, if someone reaches out to us, they can go there. Is that your preference, or do you prefer us to work with city? They reach out through our liaison to you, or just go ahead and just direct them right to you?
The preference is through our website. We have some documentation that we ask for, and we have some specific paperwork we request, and then 2 people on the board will vet the candidate, and then we bring it back to the board. And just to give you a quick update, we had, I would call a desperate situation this past week and a half, where a woman with a 5-month-old baby had some tough times. We worked very quickly. We agreed to pay half of January's rent to avoid eviction, and we just paid half of February's to avoid eviction, and that was a success story. And a lot of times it is critical, but we have found that we work quickly to try and relieve people of this stress. It's tough times now. And we've seen a tremendous increase in this past month. So we have Melissa and Jillian monitor the website, so they're very on top of it, and then feed it to the board members and to myself.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner McHugh?
Obviously, as the newest commissioner, I never had an opportunity to meet you, so I just want to say nice to meet you, and thank you very much for what you do for the community. It means a lot.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And Janice and Jillian, thank you guys for your presentation this morning. The Community Chest has been great partners, and even even though I've been elected since 2018, I never really saw the power until COVID. And the Chest was very vital and worked great with us at the city, and you all helped save lives and keep people moving through a very tough time, and you all are still doing that. And we are very grateful to have you all doing that good work here in the city. So thank you so much for being here today, and thank you for your presentation. All right.
Thank you.
All right, well, my colleagues, join me for, we got proclamations coming up, so. All right, everyone. So before we get started, just want to say thank you to Commissioner Sean Sarah. Usually it's Vice Mayor Bowen who coordinates what we wear for commission meetings, but Commissioner Sarah reached out yesterday and was like, all right, we're doing polos and khakis. So we look, dressed down in that. I love it because these shirts make my arms look great. So thank you, Commissioner Sarah. All right, so we're going to get started. This is a proclamation for Black History Month. Coral Springs has been celebrating Black History Month for more than 20 years. It has been our way of recognizing the invaluable contributions of our community volunteers who devote countless hours towards preserving the heritage and history of African Americans. Black History Month, or National African American History Month, is an annual celebration of achievements by Black Americans and a time for recognizing the central role of African Americans in U.S. history. The event grew out of Negro History Week, the brainchild of noted historian Carter G. Woodson, also a member of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. and other prominent African Americans. Since 1976, every U.S. president has officially designated the month of February as Black History Month. Other countries around the world, including Canada and the United Kingdom, also devote a month to celebrating Black history. The 2025 theme for Black History Month is African Americans and Labor, which is a powerful reflection on the pivotal role the hard work of African Americans played in shaping our country's history. So this is a special proclamation for Black History Month. Black History Month, or National African American History Month, is an annual celebration of achievements by Black Americans and a time for recognizing the central role of African Americans in U.S. history. The City of Coral Springs recognizes the invaluable contributions of our community volunteers who devote countless hours towards preserving the heritage and history of African Americans. Therefore, we, the City Commission of Coral Springs, proclaim February 2025 as Black History Month in the City of Coral Springs, signed by the entire commission. All right, now I'm going to call up some of my favorite people, because everyone in Coral Springs is my favorite people, but some of my favorite people are here today. I want to call up the 2025 Martin Luther King Jr. Committee members. Will you please join us up here? So real quick, the Martin Luther King Jr. Committee here in the city of Coral Springs has operated for more than 20 years, and some of the folks that are coming up here today have been a part of this community this committee since its inception. They host literary art awards for students throughout Coral Springs. They have a day of service on Martin Luther King Jr. holiday where students come into Coral Springs Charter and work on programming and education around equality and peace and living Dr. King's dream and purpose. And when I first got involved in the city, the Martin Luther King Jr. Committee was one of the committees that I joined first. And so these folks that are all standing up here nurtured me in some way. They all knew me when I had a little bit of hair left, before the kids were born. And it has been incredible to get to know them and work with them over the years. So now I'm going to turn it over to Horace Horde. All right.
Thank you. First of all, I just want to say thanks to the City of Coral Springs for allowing us to have this event on an annual basis. There's no question that it is indeed of very great value to this city. The major purpose of the event is to provide scholarships for our students, for the seniors that are graduating, for them to be able to continue their education. And with that, I would like to also say a very special thanks to the City of Coral Springs for the support they give us through Nira Sankar. If she's here, I'd like for her to stand. Here she is right here, okay, Nira, okay. And for Joanna O'Neill. And Lydia Kuntz, I think she's at another meeting right now. But these three individuals are the background in terms of what we're able to do. They're the heavy lifters, and as I've served as the chairman of the committee for the past year, it's been a very easy thing for me to do. I would also like to welcome our incoming chair, who's going to be Janice Zeitz for this 25-26 year. Welcome. And without question, thanks to all of those who are standing here today who have made a phenomenal contribution in terms of what we've been able to do for the City of Coral Springs students and providing scholarships for them. So thank you very much.
And if I can just, I'm going to grab this and I'm going to read this. So this is a special recognition for all of you. Thank you for your efforts and dedication to making the 35th annual MLK Celebration events so successful. We applaud you and appreciate all of your hard work. Signed by the City Commission, dated February 5th, 2025. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else would like to say anything? Anyone else? No? Going once? Okay. All right. Thank you, Nara.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Good to see you as well. Yeah, okay, all right, yeah, can you guys come back? We're gonna take another picture with the, yeah.
Yeah, I just want to.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, all right.
Should have just told you, right?
All right, next up, we have the recognition of retired volunteers Pedro Sanchez and Vinny Desiderio. I butchered that last name, I'm sorry. I need to say that better. How do I say it? Desiderio, okay.
You guys are in the middle.
How you doing? Thank you. How you doing, sir? All right. Pedro Sanchez started as a police volunteer in December of 2001. In 2010, Pedro received a recognition award from the commission when our police department was honored as a flagship accredited agency. This achievement was just not a reflection of the department's commitment to excellence, but it was also a testament to the hard work and dedication of individuals like Pedro. The recognition Pedro received serves as an inspiration to all of us, highlighting the importance of dedication and professionalism in our work. As we continue to strive for excellence in our services, let us remember the exemplary standards set by Pedro and his contributions to our department. I encourage everyone to reflect on how we can emulate his dedication and commitment in our daily tasks. Thank you, Pedro, for your outstanding service, for being a shining example for us all. Vinny Desiderio started his volunteer service in 2013. Over the past 11 years, he has contributed more than, oh, you should have been up here, man, come on. Over the past 11 years, he has contributed more than 1,400 hours to the police department's records unit and the fleet and facilities unit, and has been actively involved in the Keep Coral Springs Beautiful. Additionally, since becoming a volunteer usher at the Center for the Arts last year, he has continued to show his commitment to our community. He is very dedicated to the units he serves, and his willingness to help and get involved is truly appreciated. Vinny is very organized, professional, and has a great attitude. He is always willing to assist where needed and does so with a smile. Additionally, Vinny has continued to volunteer during the pandemic at the vaccine distribution site. Vinny's service has been vital to the functions of our city, and we are truly thankful for his selflessness and the positive impact he has made. We wish him and his family all the best in the future. Thank you, Vinny, for your unwavering dedication and support.
This is a special recognition for Pedro Sanchez and Vinny, how do you say it? Desiderio. I got half Italian and I can't even say it, I'm sorry. The City of Coral Springs proudly recognizes your exceptional performance, your dedication, hard work, and commitment to the Coral Springs Police Department, signed by the City Commission. Thank you very much for your service. Chief?
Go ahead, Bill. You want to say something?
Yeah, I'll say something for sure. Sure. Look, first off, thank you for the City Commission and City leadership for taking the time to recognize Pedro and Vinny for their outstanding volunteerism. And I appreciate you also, Henry, for taking the time to recognize their efforts. Henry's the supervisor of our fleet and facilities, where Pedro and Vinny spent a lot of their time. So he took the time to recognize their efforts. but our operation will not run as smoothly with you two gentlemen there. So we appreciate you, and thank you so much for everything that you've done for our agency and for the community. Thank you.
And real quick, one of the words we use around the PD, and you guys hear it all the time, is service. The dedication that you gave to us, the time you gave to us, we are grateful for the service that you provided our police department for decades. Selfless, teamwork. You guys are the epitome of what we are and why we are great. And you're a big part of us, and we thank you for everything you've done over the decades. And you're still family. Don't go anywhere.
Would either of you fine gentlemen want to say a word?
No, it's okay.
There's always one. There's always one.
I want to thank the City of Coral Springs and the Coral Springs Police Department for the opportunity they gave me to work with you. That was a very big experience for me, and I'm very proud of that. Thank you.
I think it's important also to recognize the families that allowed Vinny and Pedro the time to be with us, because time is precious, and you were with us and you could have been elsewhere. So thank you to the family for giving us them to help us out, keep us moving along. Appreciate it.
All right. All right, we're going to take a picture. Thank you. Yes, sir. Chief Wellen, will you join us? Thank you. Thank you for your service, sir. Have a great day. All right, this is a proclamation for American Heart Month. In 1964, President Lyndon Baines Johnson issued the first proclamation declaring February American Heart Month. Each year, this is a time to spotlight heart disease by bringing awareness and sharing how to take steps to prevent this deadly disease. According to the American Heart Association, heart disease is a leading cause of death in the United States for both men and women. Each year, heart disease takes the lives of nearly 700,000 Americans. Too many of us are familiar with the pain of losing a loved one to a heart attack, stroke, or coronary heart disease. With the adoption of a healthy lifestyle by eating a healthy diet, being physically active, maintaining a healthy weight, and knowing your risk, these conditions can often be prevented. With knowledge of CPR and using an AED, lives can be saved. The Coral Springs Regional Institute of Public Safety offers CPR classes, and during February, these classes are available at a reduced cost. We encourage you to sign up and learn these life-saving techniques so that you can help when every moment counts. We also invite you to participate in Wear Red Day this Friday, February 7th, to raise awareness for cardiovascular disease. Sign up for classes at 911cpr.org. And this is very important, and it's personal to me as well. The work that we are doing here will be able to help some 15-year-old kid not receive a phone call on Super Bowl Sunday that their father passed away from a massive heart attack at the age of 36 in 2003. And that was my father. So this work is very personal because we get to keep families whole, and keep children with their parents so they can see them grow. Right now, I'm going to turn it over to Commissioner Sarah if you want to read the proclamation.
Thank you. We appreciate you being here and all the work that you've done along with Chief Whalen. The City of Coral Springs would like to issue a special proclamation today recognizing American Heart Month. Heart disease is a leading cause of death in the United States, both for men and women. Each year, heart disease takes the lives of nearly 700,000 Americans. By raising awareness and providing education, we know that lives can be saved. Therefore, we, the City Commission of Coral Springs, proclaim February 2025 as American Heart Month in the great city of Coral Springs. Would you like to say something?
I was going to say, Kelly?
Good morning. My name is Kaylee Rosanello. I am the CPR Program Coordinator for the City of Coral Springs. Thank you for joining us this morning. So we do have 3 discounted classes for you guys to attend this upcoming month. With that being said, it's not only about getting a certification when you walk away from class. Our whole goal with our instructors being EMTs, firefighters, and paramedics is for you to walk away with the confidence to know how to do something to help in an emergency. A lot of the times, it's not that you're helping someone that you don't know. It happens to be a family member, a neighbor, someone that is close to your heart, and we want to make sure that you can walk away with those skills and confidence to do something in an emergency. So I do have the dates here, if you don't mind me reading them off. Ooh. All right, so our first class is February 11th from 9 a.m. until 11 a.m. It's super easy to sign up for all of our classes. Head to 911cpr.org. Easy way to remember that is you call 911 before you start CPR. So quick and easy. Our second class is February 15th, again from 9 a.m. until 11 a.m. Just a moment of your time to be able to take a short class to gain that confidence. And our final class is our 6 p.m. till 8 p.m. class, which is February 20th. We'd be so happy if you would join us to, again, not only help your community in emergency, but to help your family members as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Great information. Chief Whalen? All right, we're going to take the picture. So let's go ahead and slide in.
It's the first time I see you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let's grab. I think. Is that, we got one. Appreciate you, right? Sorry. Thank you. All right, this is a proclamation for National Donor Day. Will Rob Hunter please come down, and anyone else that is with him? Is it just, okay. All right, National Donor Day is a time to focus on all types of donation: organ, eye, tissue, blood, platelets, and marrow. By participating in blood marrow drives, our blood/marrow drives, or donor registration events, it is also a day to appreciate donors and loved ones who have given the gift of life and have received a donation. They are currently waiting or did not receive an organ in time. In 2020, Bruna Martins took a courageous and selfless step to help another person in need. Frank Molino, one of our city staff, was on the waiting list for a kidney transplant. Bruna found out about Frank's situation through social media and decided to get tested, and they were a match. The selfless act saved Frank's life, which he, his family, and friends are forever grateful for. Let's give him a round of applause, please.
Thank you so much. The great city of Coral Springs has an opportunity to present a National Donor Awareness Day as a special proclamation. National Donor Day raises awareness about the vital importance of organ donation and empowers people to participate in this life-saving mission. Furthermore, this day honors organ donors who have given others a second chance at life, celebrates transplant recipients, and remembers those who lost their lives while waiting for a matching donor. It serves as a powerful reminder that becoming an organ donor can prevent the tragic loss of life that occurs when critically needed organs are not available in time. Therefore, we, the City Commission of Coral Springs, proclaim February 14, 2025 as National Donor Awareness Day, signed by the entire commission.
All right, I just wanted to say this one reaches home for my staff. National Donor Day is for the living and deceased, not just living donors. But you know Frank Molino right here. We also had another staff on our staff. One of our rangers donated his kidney to save his father's life. And now, yes, so that's good too. And Frank and our staff has been really tight. Frank's been here 37, 38?
39.
39 years. So him and Tufo, Mr. Darren Tufo is one of our rec coordinators. He's been with the city now for 25 years. We wanted to make this awareness for this day because Mr. Tufo is on that list, and Frank's been helping him now because he needs a kidney also. So it's a very important day for my staff to make it aware that maybe you can save a life just by getting on a donor list or getting tested, whatever. I'll let Frank speak about Bruna herself, who gave her kidney to save Frank's life, and we want to make awareness that maybe someone out there can be a donor, whatever, to help save another one of our employees.
Thank you, Rob. I just wanted to come today and just awareness in this is just incredible. Okay, I mean, how do you thank somebody that saves your life? How do you do that? How? And she just not this, she's incredible. She helps people everywhere. I mean, during the holidays, she gathers money for people who are in need. I mean, again, a total stranger. A total stranger. She worked 2 floors above my wife at Broward General. And my wife put it out on social media, and she made the call to my wife and said, "Where do I go? You know, just tell me where to go." She had to go to Orlando. She jumped in the car, got a speeding ticket on the way, okay? And, I mean, it's just want to, for people to be aware. This past October, my wife was telling me about Donor Appreciation Day, okay? And Darren was over for dinner one night with his wife, and my wife and I were talking about it. Maybe we could do something, and I went to Rob and said that I'm just going to put my name in. We come to the commission meeting, and he said no. Rob said no. We're going to do we'll do this. Got Commissioner Sarah on the phone. Boom. So here we are. I mean, I just want you to take a look. It's not a death sentence. She's incredible. She only knows one speed. It's fast. With one kidney. I mean, we get together every once in a while and match numbers of our blood work, and it's just incredible, And I just want to thank Kathy and Dale, because you can't imagine, the unknowns in this when it happens. Really, thank you so much. And Frank, I mean, it's, right? I mean, it's...
It took a village.
It did take a village.
From Broward Hill to the city of Coral Springs, it did.
Absolutely. And my wife is always saying, who does that? Who does that? All of you, all of these people, my boss, all of his. And I want to thank you. Again, if you know anybody in need, put it out there, that it save a life, you know what I mean? How is it? Share your spare.
Share your spare.
Share your spare. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it.
Bruno, would you like to say something?
Yeah, I can say something. Well, I'm happy to report that I am alive and well. It's really been the greatest blessing of my life to be able to have had the opportunity to do this. I've gained the most. I have a wonderful donor family and have brought a lot of awareness to the cause, and I would do it again in a heartbeat. And like Frank said, share your spare. You only need one, so get tested. No regrets. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. Darren Tufo. I'm currently in stage 5 kidney failure. I'm PD dialysis at home every night. So I do that every day. I'm currently on the donor list, the deceased donor list down at Hollywood Memorial. So it was good having Frank around for coaching me up. So it was good when, I leaned on him a lot when I got diagnosed with it. I've been dealing with it for a long time, but so it was nice to have him, all the pitfalls I know he went through with Dale and Kathy and all that, so it's helpful going along the way. And but I'm good. I'm back to work. I feel good. I'm waiting patiently, so it is what it is. Could be worse, and I'm thankful to be here. Everything's going well, and yeah, it's a good thing.
Not so much me, it's her. She does all the legwork. My wife.
But yes, I got the benefit of having Frank because he went through it, so it was nice. You know, Frank had to do this by himself. I was actually I got lucky to have Frank coach me up a little bit as I went through the process to get on the transplant list, which I am since September, again, like in Hollywood Memorial. So, yeah. But
again,
thank you.
I mean, Helene is on every website, and we get calls and emails from people all over the country asking about our store. And it's a store. I can sit here for an hour and tell you the whole thing. You got it.
All right, we are moving to our public comment section. We have 8 signed speakers. Georgia, who is the first?
Our first signed speaker is Wayne LaBouche.
All right, and please state your name and your address for the record.
Sure, it's Wayne LaBouche, 793 Northwest 123 Drive, Coral Springs. So, good morning. I appreciate everybody taking the time to let me speak. I'll start by saying it's very unfortunate I have to speak.
Hold on one second. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Can we pause this time? Excuse me, in the back. I know we're giving good gladdings, but we're going to go ahead and keep going with the proceedings. See you later, Frank. All right.
So it's a little disheartening and unfortunate I have to be here this morning, mostly because time is limited for everybody. I own multiple businesses in the city. I have real estate investments in the city, and I reside in the city. So coming here speaking is really not what I wanted to do, and I didn't want to pull back the veil. I'm used to dealing with things at a lower level and trying to deal with different departments. I need the commission to know that I have no less than 12 correspondents trying to address this issue, and there's been complacency by all the departments that try to get back to me. They never get back to me, they never return calls, and you have to stay on top of them. The issue being is if you drive down Lakeview Drive, there's a purple awning that's Barney purple that's covering a playground in Eagle Trace. It's an eyesore. It doesn't fall in with the aesthetics of the area. I've tried to address this to see if they could get them to rectify it. After digging a little bit deeper, it does appear that there was an error on zoning's part, and they're leaving this solely on Eagle Trace. I'm not an advocate for Eagle Trace, but I believe if the city causes part of the problem, the city should help with part of the problem. I know how homeowners associations work. I'm sure it's not being corrected in a timely manner because there's going to be an expense associated to it. In order to correct this in a timely manner, like any other business would have to, or any other resident would have to, I think the city needs to look into the errors that occurred as to why it's there and see if they could help out Eagle Trace fiscally to get it done quickly. It's been over 6-7 months that I've been trying to do this, and instead of people getting back to me, they just end up getting promoted and they become complacent. So that's it. And I'd rather not share the departments I spoke to and who's dropped the ball multiple times publicly. I find it unprofessional and disrespectful, but if anybody on the commission wants to follow up with me afterwards, I'm certainly available.
All right. Thank you, Mr. LaBouche. And for the record, for everyone, public comment is for our residents to speak to us. We don't engage in a back and forth. So you either hear from us at the end of the commission meeting, or you may hear from staff as you exit or stay here in the chambers. So thank you.
Thank you.
All right, next, Georgia.
Our next sign speaker is Ludwin Luck.
Mr. Luck.
Oh, wow, I get a clapping thank you for that. And A for effort is luck doing luck. I know everybody gets it's a hard time saying my name, but for the record, my name is Luck doing Luck. Address is 1400 West Commercial Boulevard. For those who are probably not familiar with me, I know Commissioner Simmons and Commissioner McHugh. I just want to say that I'm the representative for the Chief Financial Officer of the Florida Department of Financial Services. So what our department does is we regulate the insurance industry and mediate any insurance issues or claims. And basically, when it comes to these circumstances, I know a lot of people may think that our department, are involved in either the increase of premiums or whatnot, but that is a different department, so I just wanted to clarify that. Nonetheless, we have different offices that basically cracks down on fraud. I know that's not necessarily the main issue of why the impact of insurance are on homeowners, but when it comes to if you have a claim or if there's any suspicion on after a storm happens, there's people out there, and I'm not saying all contractors are bad, but there's unfortunately some people who will take advantage of a situation where a hurricane happens or a storm happens, where people will be out there and they'll ask you to sign something to get the job started. Be mindful of that. And so I just want to make sure that's public awareness, but also our office is here to assist with anybody with those issues. So there are other resources also regarding hardening their homes. And so if you do not know already, there's a program called the My Safe Florida Home Program that is for homes valued of $700,000 or less. That is a grant that you can apply for to harden your home. So it's up to $10,000 that you receive. Basically, you can get new roofs, windows, doors, or garages. But I understand right now, just to clarify, legislative session is starting, so hopefully there'll be more funding. But right now, the portal to sign up for the program is currently closed, but hopefully there will be more funding. But it's a great program. But nonetheless, I just wanted to introduce myself. And again, if there's any information or any reason that you need to reach out to our department to assist with any of the resources or information or claims or complaints, let us know. You can find more information about our department at myfloridacfo.com. Again, that's myfloridacfo.com. Again, my name is Luck doing Luck. Thank you for letting me speak.
All right, thank you, Mr. Luck, and good to see you, sir. All right. Georgia, who do we have next?
Our next sign speaker is Jonathan Gonzalez.
Welcome, everybody. I want to thank everybody from Ramblewood East that took their time at 9 o'clock in the morning to come here. I want to thank everybody for that. Jonathan Gonzalez, 4126 Northwest 88th Avenue, apartment 104. I would like to start this speech off with the Martin Luther King quote. This is how I'm inspired to keep fighting for what I'm fighting for, is using former leaders and listening to their speeches so I could get a better interpretation on how they overcame some of their struggles. I've been arrested 3 times in regards to this HOA situation. I beat all of my cases, and I wasn't criminally prosecuted for anything. So I'll start the quote off. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. We are caught in an inescapable network of mutuality, tied in a single garment of destiny. Whatever affects one directly affects all indirectly. This quote is from his letter from a Birmingham jail, powerfully articulates the interconnectedness of all people and the idea that injustice suffered by one person or group ultimately harms society as a whole. It's a call to action emphasizing that we cannot be complacent or indifferent to the suffering of others, as their struggle for justice is inherently linked to our own. So I've been attacked publicly. I just recently came back from the board meeting on January 18th, which it was my birthday. I was insinuated, the president of the association, Nick Damasceno, insinuated that I was responsible for causing those fire alarm systems that I came here previously to speak about. He incited that I was the person that stole something, that I was basically responsible for causing the fire alarm to go off, which wasn't true. So I wanted to address that publicly. Also, I wanted to clear up the air in regards to some of the situations that we've been going through as homeowners, and people not being clear on who it is that I am. So I want to express a topic: covert narcissism is a form of narcissism characterized by subtle, passive-aggressive, or manipulative behaviors. Unlike unovert narcissists who are openly and attention-seeking, I'm going to ask for another minute if that's
I got
possible.
5 more people behind.
Okay, that's fine. So let me just get on. If we have an issue with the water system in Coral Springs, this is very important, so if you give me a few seconds, I'd appreciate it. U.S. Water on December 25th was called to Ramblewood East because the high-pressure valve was broken. Because of that high-pressure valve, it caused a backage in the west side of the Ramblewood East, which they actually came
15 seconds.
15 seconds. So the water system that we have right now is not working, and it's temporarily being provided by Coral Springs Water. So we want to kind of figure out how the city, is involved with this. We want to understand because our water system has been backing up. And I want to thank you for giving me the time to speak. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. Gonzalez, and happy belated birthday. All right, next, Georgia.
Our next signed speaker is Alina Collado.
Hi, everybody. So I don't speak a lot English, but I coming from Ramblewood also. My reason coming today is say thank you, everybody, for you help your Ramblewood, the Mr. Scott, all the commissioner, and the chief police, and the chief fire. He make it wonderful job in my community. I also, everybody continue working together, and I appreciate the reduction, the lien for $4 million. I appreciate it so much. I speak in reference to the rest of the honor. I say thank you, everybody, and for the help you Ramblewood.
Thank you. All right, next speaker.
Our next speaker is Itza Diaz.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Morning.
My name is Itza Diaz. I live at Ramblewood East Condominiums. I'm here before you to make my final plea to help us save our community. But before I do, I wanted to personally thank all of you that were involved in reducing the fine. I also wanted to publicly apologize to Mr. Simmons for speaking out of frustrations via email. My intentions were never to accuse anyone, but bring awareness. I'm told you're one of the good guys, and I'm glad to hear that. So thank you for all that you've done, but we're not done. On our last meeting, held Saturday, January 18, I left, as many of us did, humiliated, in shock, and truly deeply concerned for mine and my son's safety. If I'm being honest, the thought of me losing my only home makes me sick. At the meeting, the board of directors announced that we had no money. Where has our money gone in the last 11 years? At this meeting, he called us monkeys and stupid for coming here to express our concerns before you. In fact, he said that we were causing ourselves to get evicted. He's the one that needs to be evicted. How and why would this happen? He has said it would be only a matter of time. What does that mean to us? Last time I checked, we had the right to come here before you and speak our concerns. So call us naive in this area, misguided or misinformed, but do not call us names for trying to save our community. Ramblewood is here, full of seniors, single parents, and families. We do not deserve or appreciate being demeaned and disrespected. I find it hard to believe that there is no money where we were told the rental program helps with maintenance. If we have no money, how is Ramblewood buying properties for rental program and fixing them? It seems that all the money we have goes to that and fixing while the community falls apart. Where is our money going is what I want to ask, and I want an investigation. The bylaw says that there is no legal amendment entered about a rental program, so it has been fully unlawful and stated and forced on us. We need your help in providing a temporary administrator, if at all possible, until we can cast our vote on February 17 and investigate more. As a matter of fact, it's 12 days to election, and we have not received our ballots. By law, we were supposed to receive them 4 days prior to election, and I know there are 8 new owners running for the board, as is in every year, and some of them are here today, including myself. We also need your help in revising these bylaws, because it is obvious to any blind man the current board has no regards for them. This rental program is not working. It's taking our homeowners' rights away and lowering the value of our community and causing animosity between renters and owners. Our bylaws clearly state the term limit for a board is 2 years. This is not a lifelong position. We elect presidents every 4 years. This board has had a control for 11 years. He should not be allowed to run anymore. And the last thing I want to say, in the last 3.5 years that I've lived here, I have never seen a copy of where the money is actually spent. We receive proposed budgets, but never real numbers. If I may finish, we are kept in the dark about liens and claims. Ramblewood is not for sale. Please help us. God sees all, I believe that. I hope that you are on our side. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Georgia, next speaker.
Our next speaker is Joyce Medina.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Joyce Medina. I am an owner at Ramblewood, 4146 Northwest 90th Avenue, apartment 104. First of all, I want to thank everyone present for allowing me the time to express my concerns. My name is Joyce Medina, and I am a homeowner at Ramblewood East Condominiums. Several weeks ago, about December 21st, we received notification via postmail regarding the 2025 budget meeting. The meeting was scheduled for January 18th at January 18, 2025 at 11 a.m., but a week prior to the meeting, a homeowner spotted a notice on a mailbox indicating that the meeting time was changed to 10 a.m. Several homeowners arrived late and missed out on much of the meeting because of this. At the end of the meeting, I, along with other homeowners, met with Jesus Rodriguez, treasurer of the current board. He told us that they, the current board, were already in talks with engineers and developers to rebuild Ramblewood because it was the only way to save the community. I realized that this had been in their plans for quite some time. We found out from new homeowners that when they went through their home HOA approval, they were told not to put any money into their units because they were going to be demolished. This worries me. I just spent a great deal of money upgrading my apartment to make it look beautiful, and now I'm hearing words like "don't fix anything" and "demolish." They say there's no money. They say there's no money to fix or repair, yet they have money to keep purchasing apartments. They own well over 200 apartments. Where is that money coming from? I searched the bylaws, and I found something interesting under Section 3, Board of Directors, which states, limitation term, other than the director designated by the developer, no director elected by unit owners should serve for more than 2 consecutive terms. The current president has been there for about 12 years. Please, how can this be? I am currently running for the board, along with others here. How is it possible that today there are only 12 days left before the elections get here on February 17th, and no one has received the ballot? Everyone is calling us asking about the ballots. Correct me if I'm wrong. Shouldn't we have received these ballots within a minimum of 14 days prior to elections? They did send out information regarding the elections, but it was information promoting only the people who are currently on the board. They are also calling and asking owners that if they need help filling out the ballots when they receive them, that they can come into the office and they will help them fill them out. I know this is true because They used to do that with me in the past when I first started. This is interference of elections. And let me just finish with this. They are even calling owners up, telling them not to vote for us, just a few seconds, not to vote for us, because we are trying to destroy the community and raise fees and add assessments. Something has to happen, and they need to step down.
All right.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Ms. Medina. Georgia, next speaker.
Our next signed speaker is Ryan Edmondson.
Today, so I figured I would be painting, so I apologize.
Can you speak into the mic? You can raise it up. There you
go. Thank you. So thank you for hearing my quick comments.
Name and address, please.
Ryan Edmondson, 4138 Northwest 88th Avenue, number 207. I'm a Ramblewood resident, have been since August 21. When I went into the meeting to be approved to be a member of Ramblewood, Nick goes through a screening, the president of the HOA, personally with every single person. And he said, why would you buy in Ramblewood? This neighborhood is trash. He goes, what is your motivation for buying? And I said, just like anybody else, I have a 12-year-old daughter, and I want her to go to school. And many of us have experienced weird, not just weird, but just what's the motivation with this guy? And in the community, we've been talking and I could go on for a long time. Nick coddled me whenever he knew that I was a real estate investor. He knew that I was I was white. There's been many anti-Semitic, prejudicial things that are going on where he says Jewish people are running the city. In private meetings with him, I've experienced this hate and bullying firsthand, and the reason why I'm here is because I experienced firsthand where I went along with it and tried to maintain an open mind for a long time and say, I don't know what these people are, I don't know what his motivation is, and tried to maintain an air of deference. Well, it got to the point where I complained about the construction company leaving a construction trailer of material full of nails that the kids were playing with, and I said, look, this is a designated construction area. The trash trailer needs to be parked here, please. And I did it in a nice way, a professional way, and in a written way. Never to the point where, it could be my word against his, where it could be taken out of context. And the bullying, intimidation, and harassment techniques that Nick used, I would not be subject to them, where I would get any criminal allegations whatsoever against me because I threatened him. So I made the complaint about the trailer, and Nick left a sticker, which I corresponded with Mayor Brooks' office in Luan to say, hey, this is improper. I clearly evidenced everything that was said during the meeting with Nick, and then after that, all communication was written, with one exception, and I won't get into that because I have a limited amount of time. But like I said, I have a number of private meetings with Nick, which were scary, frankly. At first they weren't, but I will say this. So beyond the stuff which I've already corresponded with Mayor Brooks' office, thank you for considering having somebody present during this vote. It is crucial. Absolutely crucial. This guy's out of control. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ryan. Georgia, next speaker.
Our next signed speaker is Corey Shahir.
Hello. Hi. Good morning. One of my favorite cities, Coral Springs, original city when I graduated college. But assalamu alaikum. Peace be unto you. Nice to see you. My brother Joshua Simmons, as well as the other commissioners, Joseph McHugh. Haven't seen you, but hope to talk to you. Sean, Sarah. I believe that Nancy Matera, Vice Mayor, is on the line as well, and Mayor Scott Brooks. My name is Corey Scherer. Although living in Sunrise, I lived in Coral Springs for quite some time. I'm here at the
I
request.
still need your address, Corey.
Oh, you do?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
because we've had so many threats, I'm a little hesitant to give it, but Do I have to? Yeah, 2455 North Nob Hill Road. Although living in Sunrise, I lived in Coral Springs for quite some time. I'm here at the request of Coral Springs residents Samir Cockley and Shara Wahid to thank you for helping us to host a tremendously successful, collaborative Florida Muslim Conference here at the Performing Arts. It was truly amazing. It's not written down, but I'm so thankful to your police officers, and as well your fire, by the way, who did amazing work for just making us feel supported and making us feel like it was going to be okay. And we thank you. We thank the city of Coral Springs. It was truly collaborative. We had thousands of visitors to Coral Springs and a purposeful panel entitled Shared Values, Stronger Communities, Building Unity Through Dialogue. Who would ever find fault with that, right? I'm a son of Broward County, having attended Peters and Horizon Elementary, Lauderhill Middle, and the Blanche Ely High School. In fact, my first job out of college after interning with the late, great Congressman Alcee Hastings in Washington, D.C. was with Coleridge Properties, building no longer there, in their Information Services and Communications Department. We thank Mayor Scott Brook for doing the Welcome to Coral Springs of their very first conference, and we are beyond grateful for Vice Mayor Nancy Mateo Bowen for being courageous and purposeful by attending. I encourage all of you to attend next year. And even furthermore, why don't we just continue to collaborate together in interfaith, intercultural dialogue, things that you're doing already, all year. And let's include the Muslim community in that, as well as Jewish, Christian, Buddhist, as well as multicultural, aspects of it. I think that'd be very helpful. Samir is such a strong, quiet leader with the Muslim Federation, respected by elders and kids because he connects to all. A speaker and interfaith at many Haitian events. We state proudly, Sispan ak racist, down with racism, Sispan ak xenophobia, down with xenophobia, and we work together. Haters sometimes work overtime. They must when you have a South Florida Muslim Federation that reaches out and does interfaith meetings with Catholic pastors, Presbyterian ministers, rabbis, Jewish Voice for Peace, Faith in Florida, State Voices, and Florida Asian American and Pacific Islanders for Progress. They must when you have Quorum, who's recognized as a top-ranked attorney. They must when you have the participants of various clinics. If I can just end by saying that there's so many kids, Sister Naima, who's respected by everyone to watch not only Muslim kids, but all kids. And the last thing I want to say is, in part of what we do together, I just did a food distribution with a young man by the name of Ishmael, who's about to study neuroscience. So, just amazing people. We look forward. Let's all speak and continue to collaborate together all year, okay? Thank you so much.
Thank you, Corey.
Okay.
Before we move out of public comment, real quick, for the Ramblewood East folks, can you raise your hand if you submitted a complaint to the DBPR within the last 3 weeks? Have you submitted a complaint to the DBPR within the last 3 months? The Department of Business and Professional Regulation. So here's what I need you all to do this, and I have said this to multiple people. You need to submit complaints to the Department of Business and Professional Regulation, DBPR. I need you to do that every day. What you are telling us, I need you to send that to them. We're going to be going to Tallahassee soon, and we're going to try to get in front of some of the folks up there, but we need that backup information. I am also going to ask you all to email me what you all are saying today. Like, email that to us so I have that documented. jsimmons@coralsprings.gov. I need to take that with me. And the last thing, what's the date of the board meeting? I'm going to Tallahassee that day, but we'll talk. Okay. jsimmons@coralsprings.gov. And I work in property management. And so for the individual, Ms. Medina, that you had a copy of that ballot and the documents that have been mailed to you, can you email that to me as well? Yes. I would like to take a look at that. Any communications about from the first notice, second notice, all of that, can you send me that whole entire thing? That should have been mailed to you. I have to move this meeting on, but Commissioner Sarah?
Yeah, I just wanted to share with you, I was in Tallahassee yesterday and had a meeting with Representative Hunchofsky, who represents your community. On my talking points was Ramblewood East. about 45 minutes after my meeting, I saw her out and about in Tallahassee, and we bumped into members of the committee and the division that Commissioner Simmons just gave, and they reassured me that the ones that have submitted are being evaluated, and so what he just shared with you is incredibly important because I witnessed it firsthand, and it was a luck interaction where, once again, with Representative Hunchofsky, she was in the loop, she was working towards it, but she made the effort 45 minutes later to reassure me that those of you that have submitted are being heard, and that is our best way to support you as well. There's only certain things you guys know we can do as a city, but you have rights up in Tallahassee, and we have to execute those.
MyFloridaLicense.com. MyFloridaLicense.com. With that, we're going to move on to public hearings. There are none. We're on to consent.
Commissioner Simmons, you just have to open it up, the public comment to those that were not signed up.
Oh, yes, sorry. Thank you, Andrew. Anyone else that wishes to speak during public comment before we close? All right, seeing none, public comment is now closed. Thank you, Andrew. We're now on to consent. Any pulls? All right, which item are we pulling?
I'd like to pull number 9, please.
All right, item number 9 has been pulled from the consent. May I entertain a motion to move the rest?
So moved.
All right. Second. All right, moved by Commissioner Sarah, seconded by Mayor Brook. Any discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Seeing none, consent has been moved unanimously, with the exception of item number 9. Commissioner Sarah?
Yeah, I'd like to call up our amazing Parks and Recreation Director, Robert Hunter, just to give an overview of this item, and then I have some comments afterwards, please.
All right.
You're up.
Welcome,
No
Robert.
problem. Thank you. Good morning, late morning, Commission. This recreational court resurfacing, this is actually to we have 91 courts throughout the city, and this is a professional company that we use that we're trying to renew. But I want to bring up something that's pretty important. We're working with a relationship. This is a kind of a tri-party endeavor here. So one of the projects that we have that this resurfacing is going to do is help enhance Forest Glen, convert the tennis courts into 3 new tennis courts and 6 pickleball courts. So we're going to use some of the funding to upgrade those facilities over there. And also part of the project, we've been working with the Turtle Run community. We're going to have a new playground put in. They actually funded half of it. So they're working with us too to make the improvements to the Turtle Run Park. And also the city is also bucked up a little bit to fix the softball field out there and make it a grass field per the request of the Turtle Run community. So we'll be able to have some, we'll clean that area up, the dirt will stop going into the parking lot, clogging the drains and everything like that. So we got a tri-party agreement. It's good to know that we're working with the school, the community, and the parks are all able to come together and work together to make the improvements to that area. But that's what a lot of this, that's what the recreational services is going to do for us, is do the courts there, the tennis courts, and turn 3 of the tennis courts into pickleball courts.
Thank you, Rob. Commissioner Sarah?
Yeah, thank you. So this has been years in the making. I think when I joined the commission in 19, we started the walkthroughs, I think in 21, 22, when Catherine was in her previous role. I appreciate everyone that's been working on this. I think what's important to note is that we had a successful rollout with the project at Coral Springs Middle. There was a lot of work that needed to be done at that park, which sits on city and school district ownership. That has turned into a beautiful space that people want to go to and they want to use. When we walked Forest Glen, yes, Turtle Run Association was a part of it and they had a greater vision. But I also want to thank Principal Norris and the principals before her for their open-mindedness to looking at that and rebranding that space. By putting pickleball out there, and you have other things going on besides pickleball and tennis, but there's an opportunity. We have a meeting in the future with the school district to maybe potentially look at a track that they could help support and some green space. But the idea is that we continue to support our schools through city, school district, and association initiatives. And that's why I wanted to pull this, to recognize this is good work, and it's going to have a result that's going to really benefit that community, because they don't have a ton of pickleball courts close to them. So the people in that region now don't have to drive so far, but once again, they're going on a school property to enjoy that benefit. So I want to applaud the school district too, because working with them, I love them, 30 years, love, but they're not the easiest to move things along, and this is a good thing for us. So,
All right, thank you.
I'd like to
Commissioner
move it.
Sarah. All right, the motion, item number 9, has been moved by Commissioner Sarah. Is there a second?
Second.
All right, second by Commissioner McHugh. Any discussion? All right, seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Seeing none, item 9 carries unanimously. We're now on to policy formation and direction. Item number 13, 2025 Legislative Action Plan. Ileana. Hi, Ileana.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
There are no changes from the workshop. We're just bringing it forward for approval.
All right, this is a request to approve. May I entertain a motion?
Move to approve.
Second. Moved by Commissioner McHugh, seconded by Mayor Brook. Any discussion? All right, seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item number 13 carries unanimously. On to item number 14. Ileana, you're still with us. Fiscal year 2025-2026 Federal Action Plan. This is a request to approve.
No changes since the workshop, so just brought for approval.
All right. Any question or any, may I entertain a motion?
Move to approve.
Second.
Moved by Commissioner McHugh, seconded by Commissioner Sarah. Any discussion? All right, seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Seeing none, item number 14 carries unanimously. On to item number 15, various equipment and amenities for parks and recreation. Rob, you got to come back up. Or did he leave? All right. Well, someone, anyone, will you? The doors are open.
I can represent the items, so go ahead if you want.
No worries.
Okay, so we're talking about item 15.
The wonderful lighting and the shade structures that we're putting in throughout the community. Go ahead, Dale.
Yes, so this is an agreement that will help us through all these different companies provide additional improvements in various locations and parks throughout the city. It's something that we've done previously, and this gives us a total for 4 years with an estimated expenditure of $750. It's not that we're guaranteeing we're going to spend that much, but it is an estimate so that we don't have to keep coming back multiple times as those projects come due. Many of these improvements also fall under our Parks Master Improvement Plan.
Thank you, Dale. And for the public's information, we get briefed on all of these items before every single commission meeting. So we tend to ask a lot of our questions there, and we have an understanding of kind of what's going on. Sometimes we have additional questions, and we'll bring them here. But with that being said, may I entertain a motion?
Move to approve.
Yeah, second.
All right. Moved by Commissioner Sarah, seconded by Commissioner McHugh. Any discussion? All right, seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, seeing none, the item carries unanimously. On to number 16, item number 16, community involved government committee. This is a request to consider appointment of Maria Hernandez to the Community Involved Government Committee.
Move to approve.
Second.
Moved by Mayor Brook, second by Commissioner Sarah. Any discussion? All right, seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, the item carries unanimously. Welcome to the Community Involved Government Committee. Maria Hernandez. All right, item number 17, reappointment to the Financial Advisory Committee. This is a request to consider the reappointment of Frank D. Paolo to the Financial Advisory Committee.
Move to approve.
Moved by Mayor Brook.
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Sarah. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
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 Any opposed? Item number 17 carries unanimously. All right, item number 18. This is a reappointment to the Unsafe Structures Board. This is a request to consider reappointment of Robert Messing to the electrical contractor seat of the Unsafe Structures Board. May I entertain a motion? Come on, Mayor Brook.
Move to approve.
Motion to approve.
It's too slow.
Moved by Commissioner Sarah, seconded by Mayor Brook. Any discussion? All right. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Seeing none, the item carries unanimously.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Alex. We are now on to Commission Communications. Mayor Brook, would you like to go first?
Sure, I'd be happy to. I've been enjoying connecting with our representatives here in Tallahassee. It was nice to see you here, Sean, as well. Talked to our lobbyists and getting things set up, for down the road. Looks like there might be some optimism, at least about the Everglades Loop, but it's definitely going to be a tough session with different things. So I think the more we can connect up here and be a presence, the better our city will be. And I will also reach out to see who I might be able to speak with before I leave later today with the Department of Professional Regulation. So we do have the community conversation coming up later this month. That's going to be on, let me get this exactly. The community conversation is on Tuesday, February 25th from 5:30 to 7 p.m. It's to combat hate and prejudice. So Corey, if you're still there, by all means, please attend again. I did hear yesterday from Shayan Shivji that a leader in the Muslim community, Aga Khan, unfortunately passed away. So I'd like it if we could potentially, do a moment of silence in his honor at the next commission meeting. Anything else? Yeah, if you need me, best to call me or text me at 954-494-9872. Ideally, you would email me at sbrook@coralsprings.gov, and that way it's a little bit easier for me and our team to help resolve a question or an issue. I look forward to coming back home later this evening, and thank you, staff, for allowing me the opportunity to appear by audio on Zoom. And thank you, Commissioner Simmons, for your leadership. And I am complete. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Brook, and safe travels home. All right, who would like to go next? Commissioner McHugh?
Sure.
All right.
The recognitions that we did earlier were really touching. To hear Frank's story and hear Darren waiting on the list for a kidney. And, I've known Darren and Frank for probably, 20, 25 years at least. And they're such great human beings, and not only great human beings, but they care a lot about this city. To see Frank actually get the help that he needed from somebody that he barely even knew is just an amazing story, to sit and listen to. It really touched my heart. And the other story was about the volunteers. Our communities, we rely on a lot of volunteers, and for the police department to recognize Pedro and Vinny, and I've known Vinny for a long time, and Vinny's a character. He's a typical Italian guy, and thank God he didn't say any words, because his word would have been forget about it, but that's all right. But it's awesome that we have so many people willing to volunteer for our community. And the last thing I want to touch on is I brought it up yesterday in my commission briefing. The employees that were there, but I want to touch on the employees that weren't there. We get a lot of emails weekly from citizens, and they have concerns, and they bring up things, and we reach out. We put together a little summary, and we send it to Luam, and Luam sends it out to you guys, and we get responses fast. And I think that's huge. To be a successful community is communication, and I just want to say thank you to you guys, because it not only makes us look good as a commission, but it makes our community look good that we care. We're involved with our concerns of our citizens. And I just want to say thank you for that, because it really is important to be successful. That's all I have, sir.
All right. Thank you, Commissioner McHugh. Commissioner Sarah?
Yeah, I wanted to start by saying that I really enjoyed our youth mock commission meeting last Saturday. I know a ton of work went into that, so everyone that was running point and supporting. Thank you for coming out on a Saturday, and it was great to see the kids and the energy in the room, and hopefully we'll get some civic leaders out of it. But I also, noticed that there were a lot of people that work in the schools that were in the audience as well. So total commitment to moving our community forward, and it has to be through our youth. I had the privilege of walking with Christy Bartlett at the Coral Square Mall. Went with Chase Berry, their new leader. Very dynamic young man that has a big vision. But they got some announcements coming soon. One of them is going to be a steakhouse, I believe it's called The Knife, that's going to be doing a ribbon cutting here in the next month or two. But we have them all on our, in our community, and a lot of people have various ways to shop in, but there's exciting things going on there. So if you haven't been to the mall in a while, I encourage you to go. I want to thank Principal Kirk for his leadership. We all participated in Literacy Week. It was a privilege to go into the classroom and interact with kids at the middle school level, at Ramblewood Middle School. Also, we have a principal that will be named here shortly for Hunt Elementary. I anticipate that it's going to go into the board in the next week or two, and we'll have an opportunity to recognize that new leader. But I will say, sitting on the selection committee, there were 3 phenomenal candidates that have the opportunity to lead our oldest elementary school in the city, our first elementary school in the city. And I'm excited for all 3 of them. They all were really strong candidates. And then lastly, like I mentioned, I was up in Tallahassee, had great opportunities to interact with our representatives, met with our lobbyist team as well. Just want to reassure you once again that, Ramblewood East is on the radar. You guys got to do your part. I think we're going to talk internally about that meeting on the 17th. That's President's Day, which is a national holiday, February 17th. So I kind of find it odd that there's an election on a national holiday. I don't know, it's kind of weird to me too. So we'll talk and see how we can support that. Also, just so you guys know, we're all lobbying and supporting every initiative that we have, but I got into some really good conversations on the real-time crime reporting system program that we're trying to put in the city last year. It was vetoed by the governor, but hopefully we can push that, because that will help enhance the measurements of keeping our communities safe. It's a technology that actually will capture instances in real time and help our police and fire make sure that we can bring justice to whoever needs it. And then we've been lobbying hard for the Everglades Loop, which is a program that we feel will be a defining opportunity for our city, as well as our water plant that we own and operate. So I was able to have some good conversations around that, as well as reducing property insurance, if we can, and once again, addressing vacation rentals. Although I am pretty excited to hear that there's a lot of good things going on that will help us make sure that people that have properties can obviously have the opportunity to rent them out, but also do it where it's respectful to the neighbors. So with that, my comments are complete. If you need to reach me, I'm available really throughout the week, where it's at the convenience of both the person that would like to meet me, and I'm happy to do it in person. If you ever want to reach out, my cell phone number is 954-612-7114. Thank you very much. And I'm on all social media handles if you need me at CS Commissioner too. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Commissioner Sarah. First thing I want to say is I want to give a shout out and congratulations to city staff, in particular Christine Parkinson and Mike McNally, and all those that worked with the rest of the team for the Coral Springs Campout, 3rd year in a row. It's a great time. We watched The Wild Robot, and what a fantastic movie. I hope it wins whatever awards it's up for this year, if it hasn't already. The popcorn was great. I mean, everything, the s'mores, all of it. It was me and my daughters out there this year, and they had a great time. It wasn't quite as cold as last year, but it did get a little brisk. It was a little brisk. But I look forward to seeing that event for years to come. I told all the families that had been there for the the previous 3 iterations as well, that we got to keep this thing rolling. And, it'd be good to see where we end up at the end of, as we continue to move through life with our kids and our families. So just want to give you guys a shout out for having an event that helps us create memories and come together with our neighbors. Commissioner Sarah already spoke about the Youth Mock Commission, but I want to give my shout outs as well. That was really great. Shout out to Jackson and Lorianne. I double dutied for you, Commissioner McHugh, to make sure your representative made it through the commission meeting just as fine. I think she spoke a little bit more than you, though. I don't know. But that's a great time to come out on a Saturday, and shout out to the parents for helping their children be involved in an event like that, and thank you to staff for putting that on. After the Youth Mock Commission meeting, I made my way over to the Chinese Baptist Church for their Year of the Snake food tour, and you really did like snake throughout the building, tasting different foods and wares from China during the celebration. So Happy New Year, Year of the Snake, to everyone that celebrates. Next, I want to just tell you all about an amazing event coming up on March 2nd, the Arts and Brunch, a fundraiser to benefit the arts, will take place at the Coral Springs Museum of Art. That's Sunday, March 2nd from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. There will be music, there will be food, there's an art gallery, an exhibition currently that you can take in and take a look at, but this is to celebrate the arts and support the arts in our community. So I hope you all will come out and have a great time. Again, this is Arts and Brunch, a fundraiser to benefit the arts, and it will take place at the Coral Springs Museum of Art, Sunday, March 2nd from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. All right, is it 2 p.m.? Did I have the time wrong, Mike? Right, limited tickets are available, sponsorship opportunities are available. Let's come in together as a community and support our gym here in the city. We outside of Fort Lauderdale, we are the only municipality in Broward County that has a museum of art. All right, last point. Over the past few years, we have heard from elected officials all around this country that the teaching of Black history is meant to make white people feel uncomfortable. Unfortunately, that type of false rhetoric dishonors the memory of Black Americans, white Americans, or any American that worked hard to ensure that Black Americans were given the chance for equality and opportunity in America. Black history is American history. Black Americans struggled through slavery, through the failure of Reconstruction, through separate but unequal, through Jim Crow, Black codes, through segregation, lynchings, and bombings. It embodies the essence of the American spirit, to persevere, to rise up, and to chart a path for future generations for better progress. As leaders in our country seek to drive wedges between us, we must continue to press forward and respect one another and their lived experiences. Respect that someone reached a certain point in their lives professionally because they worked hard to be there and not just because of the color of their skin or gender. We need to be more understanding, and that it is my wish that we embrace Black history as an integral part of our American story. So intertwined that without Black history, America's story would not be as rich, beautiful, and colorful. Happy Black History Month, everyone. And with that, Commission communications are complete. We're going to move to the City Manager.
Thank you very much, Commission. Good morning. In our meeting today, there were many items that staff worked diligently to be able to deliver to our community, to make it a premier community in which to live, work, and raise a family. And I just wanted to kind of highlight that because as you did with Forest Glen Middle and working with Principal Dr. Claire Morris, she has been an absolute delight, great partner, coming to many community events at our principals meeting. She is able to deliver on so many things, and glad to have her support and passion so that we can work together in that initiative for her. So that is something, yes. The community chest, I did want to highlight, Janice and Julian have been great to work with as well. There is, and I look over at Dale because he has been a passionate soul with the community chest for over a decade in the HR department. We've always had a representative there to be able to ensure that that program does continue. And during COVID, The Give Where You Live campaign, that's where that was born out of, and that was Christy Bartlett that worked in that campaign. So this is something that it's beautiful to see that community chest and the impact that it is giving to our residents. So I do appreciate the work that they are doing as well. For Ramblewood East, we do want to speak to that, and for that, staff, and I know and you all very much care about you. We are listening to you. We are making action for you with our fire department, our police department, code, intergovernmental, anywhere that is within our avenue to be able to assist so that you all have and enjoy this premier community so that you are living. You can work and you can raise your family is important to us. So if I could ask Deputy Chief Gallagher to come forward and share information on the investigation that, the information that they can publicly share, I'd appreciate it. And then I'll talk about a couple other things as well with the vote.
Manager, commissioners, I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to kind of brief you guys. Ramblewood East folks, I know listen, it's a long meeting, but I appreciate you hanging out here so that you can kind of hear where we're at. So this investigation is assigned to Detective Gene Cashier. Just to speak to Gene Cashier and his history, he's been an investigator mostly of economic crimes for 25 to 30 years, so he does know what he's doing. He's, if there's anyone who can get to the bottom of this, I mean, he's the guy to do it, so it's in the right hands. I did get a briefing from Detective Cashier this morning. He has started doing his interviews. He's probably at about 8 to 10 interviews already. He has already started the subpoena process, which unfortunately, it does take a while, but he started actually getting records back. So he does have to go through those records, but that process does take some time. So I know it may be frustrating to the residents and anyone who's ever been tied up in any type of financial crimes investigations because of that subpoena process. Things do take time, but he is doing that. He has subpoenas back. He does have many more interviews that are set up. He has been in contact with the Public Corruptions Unit down at the State Attorney's Office. He's also been in touch with Economic Crimes Unit down at the State Attorney's Office, so he already has those contacts. So if he comes across anything, he has the direction on where to go. He's been in touch with the Department of Business and Professional Regulations. So I do want to say this to kind of close the loop, and I appreciate Commissioner Simmons saying that he wants those emails of any administrative problems that are happening in Ramblewood East. I encourage you, those emails do have to get to Detective Cashier. Even if they are not criminal in nature and these are administrative things, I think it's important to paint a bigger picture of what's going on. So if there's any type of violations of administrative rules, integrity issues, if Detective Cashier finds anything during a criminal investigation, he can add that in there, and that's, I think, going to just show a bigger picture as to the intent of the leadership of your community. So please make sure, I'm going to give you Detective Cashier's email address and any of this stuff, because I know they had asked, in reference to this vote that's coming up, and that is one of the things that DeBeeper does look at is the voting process. This stuff should get to Detective Cashier. So it's G Cashier, so GCASHIER @coralsprings.gov. So make sure that those emails get to him. Once again, Detective Cashier is looking into this, and I think you guys said it, and he actually mentioned it to me this morning. It is probably going back, I'm guessing, 10 to 12 years of records that he has to look through, but he is doing that, and so the process is working its way through. And if you guys ever need any more updates, I'd be glad to give them to you. Or if you have any questions.
No questions. No questions, but
Yes.
Detective Cashier investigating financial crimes. That's a little on the nose. Cashier.
Yeah,
Anyway.
Cashier.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, all right.
City
Thank
Manager
you.
Givens?
And I do appreciate the work that you all are doing in Tallahassee, and because that is making a difference. Thank you very much, Deputy Chief.
All right.
The work that you all are doing is making a difference through Representative Dan Daly. That is something to where they have also applied pressure with the state. Christine Honchowski, she was the one that was able to get part of the election monitoring that will happen there. I'll get more information on what does that actually mean, but that is something to where they're also looking at that process. So utilizing your resources and your connections, there is more being looked at in this community. So it'll continue. So thank you very much. I'm pleased with our last commission retreat that we had last week, and I'm looking forward to.
Can we please keep it a little down? Thank you. Come on, Chief.
If there's any more conversation, our police department will be on the outside. So if you want to have more conversation, they're out there for you. But next week we have strategic planning. So looking forward to that conversation. During the retreat from before, we did talk about the ARPA funds that we have expensed, and these projects were designed to benefit our residents and businesses. I want to remind us all that we asked our community, how do you want to invest this resources that is coming from the federal government down to local community? And we had a survey that we had more than 500 responses in the survey. We were out at our community events, and we held a forum to be able to lean into that conversation. So I appreciate our residents being able to tell us what they wanted to invest in, and the top investment was into infrastructure, and that is where we placed a majority, approximately 50% of that investment went into the infrastructure. Things like, of the $20 million that was dedicated to us, the fiber optic infrastructure was there, and this is to improve communication to our 32 citywide sites to be able to improve operational efficiency. The sidewalk replacement, we allocated about $3 million to replace asphalt sidewalks, to concrete and upgrade the ramps for ADA, including on Westview Drive and 107th. I live along that road, so I'm seeing that work, and it's going to look beautiful. So looking forward to run and walk on those roads. And the aquatic center pool deck, that was something that I do hope that our residents do see. I'm sure they do. It's already looking beautiful out there. We're looking at other improvements there as well, so appreciate park staff with that. Our air conditioning replacements are underway, so Public Works, thank you very much for your work there. Kiwanis Park, that is some improvements we've made, and of course our fitness park at Riverside is another location. So truly, the staff with procuring it in our finance department, our budget department, being able to ensure that the fiscal responsibility is in place and intact, and reporting is accurately done. Thank you very much. Legal's office, I mean, it really is everybody hands on deck to be able to spend money in the most fiduciary, smart way possible. So thank you very much for that, as we do for any funds. Another issue that's going on, speaking of AT&T and other utility updates, as the Commission's aware, we're doing so many different projects in the city infrastructure-wise, including fiber upgrades for AT&T and Comcast. Of course, we're excited for both these upgrades taking place, but there are some frustrations that happen in that process. So our office has been working with those companies to establish a contact for the residents. So for AT&T, because the third party is being, there's a third party vendor that is doing the work, for any residents who are experiencing issues with that installation in their communities, they're urged to reach out to Phil, VECHHIO, and here's the phone number, 954-592-7074. Again, 954-592-7074 if you're experiencing any issues there. Last but not least, we're excited to host State of the City this weekend for our volunteer reception and community concert this Saturday, and it's featuring the Land Sharks Jimmy Buffett tribute, so it'll be a lot of fun. You'll hear from city leaders beforehand to be able to hear all the exciting things that we are trying to provide for our residents. In addition to the free parking at the City Hall garage, I really appreciate the work that Mike McNally has done. We were able to secure an agreement with the Bank of America for parking in designated spots, and we will have signage that Bank of America will be providing for their awareness. So again, free parking at City Hall garage, and then the Bank of America property is a business, and they are in charge of their parking. However, we are trying to encourage them to be good community partners with us, and they are. So any residents that are concerned with parking, please, that is being handled for you. Again, come to the City Hall garage and come out for anyone who wants to be a part of the concert. and considering rideshare while you're coming here. So for any information on our city events, please visit our website, visit coralsprings.gov/events. A lot of work's being done. Thank you very much, Commission.
Thank you, City Manager Givens. On to the City Attorney's communication, Andrew Dunkiel.
Thank you, sir. I have two things. The first thing here, we have the ILA between Parkland and the City of Coral Springs. For those watching at home that may not know what it is, the City of Coral Springs and the City of Parkland were de-annexing 8.5 acres just north of the Heron Bay Marriott, and it's going to go to Parkland. Some might be wondering why, and that's because Parkland already owns that land. They're the only people there. It doesn't affect any businesses. It doesn't affect any residents, because Parkland is the only one that owns the property. So what this contract is going to do is it transfers some administrative powers to them for zoning and land use. So then this way they can start applications at the county, and they can begin that process. So there can be a development north of Heron Bay, which would now be Parkland. The city in return is going to get about $670,000, which accounts for the tax revenue that will be lost for the 8.5 acres over a period of time. So what ends up happening is the city's made whole, and Parkland's now able to get a developable site for development occurring in the city of Parkland. What I'm seeking here today is authorization for the city manager to execute the appropriate contracts to further this process and bring it to its conclusion.
All right, thank you, Andrew. I will entertain a motion to approve the interlocal agreement between Parkland and Coral Springs for the de-annexation of 8.5 acres.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Moved by Mayor Brooks, seconded by Commissioner Sarah. Any discussion?
I just want to say that was beautifully presented.
I'm much better than the other guy, I'm told.
This is a potential upgrade.
I love it.
All right, all those in favor, please say aye.
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 Any opposed? Seeing none, the interlocal agreement passes unanimously.
Right. And one other thing, just because there's a lot of talk about Ramblewood East, as a member of the Florida Bar, I do have to recommend to anyone that has any issues with their HOA, condo association, or anything else, is to seek out private legal counsel. The reason being is HOAs and condo associations, they're governed by documents, which are contracts between all the property owners. So in order to enforce your private rights, you need to hire a private lawyer. You can go to DVPR, you can file complaints if your statutory rights are in effect or are being affected. You can come here and you can complain or file a complaint with the police department if you believe that you are being criminally aggrieved. But most importantly, if your contractual rights underneath your condo association or your HOA docs affect you, a private attorney could resolve those issues. And our office consistently advises those that feel that they have those private matters to go to a licensed Florida Bar attorney for counsel and guidance. And that is it. Thank you.
All right.
Mr. Chair, may I add? Or
Yes,
kind of
yes,
just
Mayor
repeat, reiterate?
Yes, Mayor Brooks.
Thank you. Yeah, so besides being your mayor, I am also an attorney. And I just want to strongly reiterate what Andrew has shared with everybody. You have private contractual rights, and it helps to at least consult with a private attorney to potentially help you. And with that, I'm complete. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mayor Brooks. And with that last comment, this meeting is adjourned at 11:08.